There's the sear. It's scratched on that side a little bit, so we're going to polish the sides of it right quick. And this is just polishing. That's all we're doing with this. We're not recontouring that dang gum thing, I hope. Yeah. Still using 400 grit sandpaper. This is the sear. We want to smooth up the sides and polish them so that they are smooth as glass, so that they will slide evenly. The parts will slide together evenly. But we don't want to touch that working angle. No, no, no. Heck no. That would ruin it. And it still needs a little bit of work. Not by much. Gentle light, not really the super light pressure, but light pressure. Don't want to remove too much metal. We just want to smooth it out. So that the parts glide past each other. Yeah. Still needs a touch more. Good night. They all got a nice coating on them. I'll tell you that much. It's a tough damn coating too. Turn it and go up and down, up and down. Those angles we're not going to touch. Not going to touch those angles. Not on the engagement surface of the sear where it engages the hammer. Alright. Ain't 100% perfect, but I think we will quit messing with that. Here's the hammer. In full cock, the second notch, the sear will engage it just like that right there. Okay. And when you trip the hammer, it snaps it out and the hammer falls. Or when you trip it by pressing the trigger, it snaps forward. And Chemo's on the phone, so I will stop the camera. That right there is the disconnect that's upside down in my hand. This section right here we're going to polish, and then we're going to probably polish the sides here so that make sure as it's working inside the sear, and it'll set in the gun like this. Okay, set in the gun like that. And this flat right here on the disconnect, and if I move the sear you can actually see it, this flat right here is what engages the trigger bow. Okay, so we want it smooth. Let's see how smooth it is not. We're applying gentle pressure, trying to make it smooth back and forth. Alright, let's keep going. Still using 400 grit sandpaper. We're not going to use a Dremel or anything. This will be to ensure I do not remove too much metal. Don't want to remove too much metal on any of it. That is, you can see it's not smooth. We want equal engagement on the trigger bolt. That'll smooth out the trigger pull. And yeah, we'll do this on Uncle Fester's too. Channel pressure, using honing fluid on 400 grit sandpaper. I think we need some more freaking fluid. There we go. We don't want to apply much pressure, but we do want it to smooth that out. And even after all that polishing, you see it's still got a mark. So we want to take that all the way off, then it'll be absolutely smooth. That's the reason we're using this smooth surface here. I need to move some paper up. That is not going to work. Steady working it. Just want to make it smooth is all we're trying to do. And once it's smooth, that's it, we stop. And we still got that metal, or that coating. Let's go this way for a minute. Shorter strokes, faster strokes. I hate MIM parts, but the great thing about it is I am able to show you guys some of the stuff that they recommend doing in the book to good parts that are you buy them oversized so you can fit them exact to the gun, your gun build that you're building if you do an 80% build. So it's, you know, you can do it to real high-end parts too. I see even after all of that polishing, that dude is still, you can see the seam right there. One side's always a little higher than the other side. I do hate MIM parts. I do. Now see that? Whoops, I done smeared it. Now you can see, if the camera will focus, there we go. Slight discoloration there in the center. We're a lot closer than we were. A lot closer. It's just barely in the center. So I think because we got the two sides pretty much, that center is concave a little bit, we're going to leave that alone because that's a very tiny part. It'll be weak. I'm looking on the sides. Do I see any problems? I do not. I do not see any wear except right there on the disconnect. So it may be a touch big. So we'll pop a little bit of just, and you're doing a turning motion. We want to just polish that off and turn it over and polish it off in a turning motion. I'm inside. It's too freaking cold to be outside, and Want to spend some time with Kim, sorta, and she's been harassing me in a very good way, of course. I'm going to do a different video, a separate video on the subject, but my brother Chad, my only older brother, passed away sort of unexpectedly Tuesday morning. He was only 47 years old, and he'd been struggling many years with mental illness, and lived in a group home, Volunteers of America group home, in his adopted hometown of Waycross, Georgia. And we were down there all week taking care of that, and it all worked out, but I'm gonna just tell y'all flat out, I don't relish going through it again anytime soon. It might be a little bit right here, but that could have been from paper. I think I'll leave that alone. Let me look at this darn Sear. Yeah. I think I'll leave that alone too. And they're teeny tiny Series 80 parts. You got a little wear right there. So I think I'm going to go ahead and polish these two buggers up if I can get on the move. Just to smooth them out. Alright, and then smooth out the other side. Yeah, I'm sure gonna miss my brother Chad. I didn't get to see him much. He lived way down in southeast Georgia, and I live way up here. And I didn't understand his illness as well as my brother Brad, but he took care. Well, he didn't take care of him, but he went and saw him every single week. My brother was a God-fearing man, and so I have no doubts if I do my part, I will see my brother again, one way or the other. Well, one way. I know y'all didn't tune in for that, but it's on my mind. I'll smooth out this one too. Wax on, wax off, as they said in the Karate Kid series, the original. And yeah, I liked them better than the new ones, but I'm just old school. Give me a break. I like the new one alright too. The one with Mr. Smith's son. I cannot think, Jada, I think is his name. Very good little actor. I'm just here to tell you. Yeah, you can go out and buy some that are titanium nitride or whatever the heck it's called, or you can just polish them. It ain't that big a deal. Just trying to smooth out any kinks or crinks. These are stamped parts. Not that expensive. They're very tiny. A pain in the damn neck to get in and out. That looks about alright to me. And that basically helps remove any burrs or anything. So we got all the tiny parts inside the gun. Let's take the freaking trigger out.